There are words we speak without thinking, confessions that slip out without intention, sentences that seem harmless but actually carry an invisible weight. It's surprising how a simple phrase can open a door inside us, and how sharing the wrong thing at the wrong moment can drain our most precious energy. Psychology, neuroscience, and ancient spiritual teachings all agree on this. Some things must stay inside us, not out of fear, not out of distrust, but out of respect for the part of us that is truly sacred. What is revealed too early loses its power. What is protected becomes stronger. And so we begin with the 11th thing you should never reveal too soon: your long-term goals. When a dream is born inside you, your first instinct is often to share it with someone. But motivational psychology confirms that speaking about your goals too early tricks your brain into releasing the same dopamine you would feel by achieving them. Suddenly, you feel satisfied, even though nothing has happened yet. And with that false sense of accomplishment, you lose momentum, you lose direction, you lose energy. On top of that, people judge, minimize, criticize, discourage. Their words become sand in the gears of your life. Protect your goals. Show them only when they are already taking form. The 10th thing you should keep to yourself is your deepest emotional wounds. Your traumas are fragile, personal, sacred. Sharing them too quickly is dangerous. Not everyone knows how to listen. Not everyone has empathy. Some judge, some gossip, some use your vulnerability against you. Traumas should be shared only with those who have earned your trust, with a professional, or with someone who has consistently shown care. Never turn your pain into a coin you hand out freely. At number 9, we find your income, your earnings, your money. Talking about money may seem harmless, but it creates envy, judgment, expectations. People project onto your income their own insecurities, frustrations, and limitations. You stop being a person and become a number. Money is neutral, but people's reactions to it are not. Let your actions speak, not your bank account. In 8th place are your relationship problems. What happens between you and your partner belongs only to the two of you. When you bring private issues outside, you allow others to judge, influence, and distort. Every opinion you receive from the outside reshapes what you feel on the inside, even if you think you are immune. The relationship is sacred space. Protect it from voices that do not belong in your intimacy. At number 7 are your ideas that haven't been born yet. Every new idea is fragile, like a small seed just sprouting. One careless comment, one sarcastic smile, one dismissive phrase can crush it before it has a chance to grow. Ideas need silence, time, and nurturing. They need privacy to form roots before facing the wind of criticism. Speak about them only when they are strong enough to stand on their own. Number 6 is your family conflicts. Family dynamics are ancient, complex, layered with memories and emotional patterns. Sharing family problems with outsiders rarely helps and often makes everything worse. People judge without understanding the full picture. They give bad advice, they amplify tension. Family issues should be handled by those who are part of them, not by those who observe from a distance. At number 5 are your deepest fears. Fears are powerful because they reveal where you are vulnerable. Sharing them with the wrong person does not lighten your burden. It makes you exposed. In the hands of the wrong person, your fears become tools of manipulation, control, or emotional influence. Share your fears only with those who can help you overcome them, not with those who could use them against you. The 4th thing to keep private is your inner progress. Personal growth is a silent journey, sacred and intimate. When you talk too much about your evolution, you risk weakening its magic. Speaking about your transformation feeds the ego, and the ego is always hungry for validation. True growth does not need to be announced. It reveals itself naturally in your actions, choices, and presence. At number 3 are your good deeds. Doing good is an act of pure energy, but the moment you speak about it, the act transforms into a search for recognition. The sages have always known this. Virtue is silent. Good done in secret nourishes you. Good done publicly drains you. Number 2 is your weaknesses. Your vulnerabilities are precious but dangerous if placed in the wrong hands. Not everyone is who they seem. Some listen to understand, others listen to exploit. Your weaknesses are the instruction manual of your soul. Hand it only to those who truly love you. And now we reach number 1, the most powerful of all, the thing that drains the most energy, the thing you must absolutely avoid revealing, your next move, the next step you're about to take, the next important decision forming inside you. This moment is the most delicate phase of creation, the moment when an intention becomes reality. It is an inner alchemy that must not be interrupted. Speaking too early exposes your idea to sabotage, judgment, influence, doubt, and energetic disturbance. Your next move should never be spoken. It should be shown only when it is done. True strength is not in saying, but in acting. And as you walk through these realizations, you begin to understand that silence is not emptiness. Silence is power. Silence is clarity. Silence is protection. Every word you choose not to say strengthens your inner world. Every secret you protect becomes a building block of your stability. Every silence becomes a step toward a deeper, more centered version of yourself. We live in a world where everyone talks, where everything must be shared, posted, explained, revealed. But real growth begins when you choose to step back from that noise, when you choose to guard your energy instead of scattering it, when you choose to nurture your inner world instead of exposing it. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates respect, and in that respect, your energy flows without being disrupted. You begin to see that there are things you used to say simply out of habit, not out of choice. You shared emotions, plans, and vulnerabilities because you felt you had to. But now you can choose. You can decide what is spoken and what is protected, what deserves exposure and what needs sanctuary. And from that choice comes a new form of freedom, a quiet strength that cannot be shaken. Over time, silence becomes a home, a place where you return to recharge, to listen, to understand yourself without interference. And in that space, something extraordinary happens. The energy you have scattered throughout your life begins to come back to you. You no longer feel pulled in every direction. You feel grounded, whole, present. You feel yourself again. And now that you have reached this point, you can recognize how powerful this journey is. Every silence is an act of love toward yourself. Every boundary is a declaration of self-respect. Every step you take quietly becomes a step toward a life that is more stable, more intentional, more true. Not everything you feel needs to be spoken. Not everything you live needs to be explained, and not everything you desire needs to be revealed. The world does not need to know everything, but you must protect what truly matters. Remember this. What you protect grows, what you expose too early weakens. Your energy is sacred. Guard it with presence, guard it with intention, guard it with silence. And if you feel something awakening inside you, if this message has touched you, if it has opened a door in your consciousness, then I invite you to continue this journey deeper and deeper into your mind, your energy, and your inner awakening. You can continue this transformation by subscribing to my English channel, Quantum Mind Frequency YouTube. https://youtube.com, Quantum Mind Frequency. I'll be waiting for you. Let's keep evolving together.